Hey, how's it, guys? Yeah, man. Got some lekker understandings and information coming through, and I thought I'd like to share it. One of the things that came through that I really thought I should share with you guys, and it's been unfolding quite beautifully over the last couple of weeks. I've actually been struggling quite hectically with being ill, going through some massive upgrades, and finally coming out the other side, which is it's nice to see. And obviously coming out the other side, the information starts flowing in. So for me, I always find once the heaviness passes, that's when I start getting all the information, and I can start feeling a bit normal again. So I don't know if any of you guys have been experiencing this over the last couple of weeks. Would be interesting to hear. Drop us a message down below if you have. So the information that's come through to me, or that has unfolded, and I've had this understanding for a very long time now, but it comes in different ways. And the understanding is that I am not in control of what is going on, right? So it's almost like I have created the movie and I'm watching it unfold. Now, there's obviously the element of free will. Now, the free will determines certain aspects, and if I have the understanding that everything is already done, right? Every possibility is already done, then the route that I am taking to get to wherever it is that I'm going, be it the next level of my evolution, however you want to look at it, to get to that next stage, I have infinite possibilities to choose from. The end result is exactly the same, but wherever I am putting my awareness or my attention, that is the route that I'm going to take to get to that stage, right? And so the way that it was shown to me, and I really like this analogy, was I'm not sure. I'm from the 70s, so grew up in the 80s, and there were arcade games like in the corner cafes, and we used to play a game called Double Dragon, and there was another one called Kung Fu Master. And I suppose a lot of the games from that era operated a similar way. So there was a level that you completed which kind of moved in a linear way. You'd fight a whole lot of different people, and then you get to like the end of that level, and there'd be like a boss, and you'd have to fight the big boss, right? But now on that level, there were different ways you could get there. You could slide kick the guy, you could karate kick him, you could punch him, and then when you got to the boss, there were different ways that you learned how to defeat the boss. Now, my understanding, or what was shown to me, was it's a little bit like that in terms of how we're moving forward. So we are going through these lessons that we have created for ourselves, and the paths that we take. There's many different paths depending on where we're putting our focus. Are we focusing on this? Are we focusing on that? And depending where we're putting our focus is the path that we're taking. In other words, we either punching or we slide kicking, or so there's different ways to get, and then we get to the final boss, right? And when we go to the final boss, there's a big fight that ensues, or if I have to look at it like the way I've just seen it now, the sickness and the suffering that I've gone through for the last couple of weeks. For me, I see that as an upgrade. So this is the big boss. And if I look back on my life, I can see these big bosses that I've had to go through. These another way that I like to put it is like a rite of passage or a gateway. And when I get once you defeat that boss, then you go up to the next level. But the next level normally the scenery changes. So it's like the same kind of thing. You go through a series of tasks to get to the big boss. But so it's similar to the previous level, but the whole scenery changes. And so we've been in Cape Town for the last 2 years. Previously, we were in Cyprus, and before that we were in Joburg, and I can trace it back so many different times. And the way that I've linked these are those different levels in the game, in the video game. And so now we are just about to end our level. I feel like we've just defeated the boss in Cape Town. Thank you, Cape Town. It's been amazing. It's been so beautiful. And now I'm heading to the next level. And I don't know what that looks like. I know the scenery will change. I don't know what the lessons and the tasks on the way will be. But I look forward to that. And yeah, there's an element of excitement. And as the information starts coming in and starts to prepare me for what is about to come, the excitement grows and grows. So if you do the comparison or the analogy between what's happening in your life versus a video game, and step back as the observer, then let me know if this analogy resonates with you. Another one that I use is it's like a movie scene. Where I am right now is just the movie scene that I am in, and it's ever changing, ever changing. But that's all it is just the movie scene. And so that's kind of where my mind's at the moment. And I thought I'd come on and share that and see where any of you guys are. I'd love to hear what's coming through for you, how you see this, if you resonate with what I'm saying. So yeah, thank you for listening, and let us know what you think in the comments below.